Hi there, it's Danny. I'm back again with another process video. Today I'm going to be using the new Vicky Booten stuff that I won. And if you guys didn't see that video, I'll link it below. It's just like 2 videos back. But I did win this pretty nice size package from Vicky Booten on Facebook for National Scrapbook Day. So this is my first time like playing with it, and I'm so excited about how the page turned out. I did do a couple things here with like her crayons that I ended up liking how it turned out, but I feel like it's kind of like trial and error. The more you play with it, the better you like it, and different techniques you could try. But I do end up really loving the page, and like her products and stuff is very, very awesome. I can't wait to play again and try some more different things with these crayons. I definitely want to get the like bluish, like green and blue color set so that I could, I don't know, of course, I have to have not just like my pinks and yellows. I got to have my like turquoises and greens and that kind of thing. So yeah, so I'm just doing the packaging technique. This stencil that I have laid down, I got it at Michael's years ago. I feel like it might be Heidi Swap. I'm not positive. Like I said, it's probably been at least 4 or 5 years ago that I bought it. Now I thought it would be cool to mix in these crayons with some of my shimmers. Like it's kind of like a modeling paste, but it has a shimmer to it. So basically you could do the same thing. If you don't have shimmers, just use a modeling paste and mix in some of the crayon with it. And, it takes a minute or two to get it mixed up really good, but it dissolves really nice, and you can add different colors in, just like you would do anything, and like make your colors lighter or darker, or, this and that. And the only thing I wish I kind of had that I can't believe I don't have is some white paint, because at one point I got it a little bit too dark, and I thought if I had just a little bit of white paint, I could have made it lighter. And now in hindsight, I'm thinking, duh, I could have used gesso and it probably would have made it lighter. But anyway, I love how it turned out, so it's all good. Let's see. So I'm going to use this older Tim Holtz stencil. It's kind of like distress circles. I love it. And I've had it for years as well. I think I got it probably again, Michael's or Joann's or something. But anyway, I like mixing all the different mediums and stuff. It was like pretty fun to do this. And like I said, it was my very first time trying these products and playing with them. So I have even more ideas. And I found out that she does these like, I guess like Facebook Live videos at least once a week. So it's exciting to hear from the creator, from Vicky Booten, and like learn how she's using them and how she's mixing them and that kind of thing. So yeah, definitely will be playing with them some more. I'm going to be doing these pictures, a couple pictures of when I went to Huntington Beach with one of my best friends. If you guys have been here watching my videos for a while, you know that she's one of my best friends. I pretty much have lots of videos with her. She loves to go camping. They have they have an RV and all that, and they go camping like quite a bit. And this weekend we were actually in Newport Beach, but this day we took the Jeep and went into Huntington Beach, and it was just her and I, and we had such a blast. We had lunch. And so this is like the view from our lunch, like from the restaurant. It's called Ola. It was just amazing. Absolutely. The food was great. The service was great. You couldn't beat the day. It was like perfect out. Not too hot, but just perfect. And, who can't beat that view? I mean, being at the beach and is just wonderful. And okay, so let me see. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm just wanting to bring in a couple different layers. I knew I just mainly wanted the like mixed media part up in the top part, and I wanted like at least the good bottom half or 3/4 to the bottom was where I was going to put more of her papers and my embellishments and all that. So I wanted to bring a couple pops of black in. And then I wanted to bring this color in because it's kind of like a pinkish red, and I just thought it would look really good. But I couldn't decide. Like I couldn't decide if I wanted to matte the whole block of like my 3 pictures. So you'll see me, and then I just decide to tear a strip off rather than do the whole thing matted, just so I could bring in a little bit more of that color. See, here I go. Yeah, and I like that. Sometimes I Sometimes I love matting them and making several layers, and then sometimes I just want the pop of color and I like the look of ripping and tears and not so perfect. So yeah, and now I'm gonna put on some fun foam. I've already told you guys I just get that at Walmart. Yeah, really inexpensive, and I love it to add dimension, and it's adhesive on one side. And so yeah, just use glue for the other part to adhere it to the page. And I love it. I mean, a lot of people use it. It's very smart. Definitely a lot more cost effective than buying pop dots and all that. And now I'm going to start playing with the ephemera. This is one of my, it's like weird. This is one of my favorite parts as well. Like, not that it's weird, but I love doing the mixed media part, but I also love doing like the embellishment parts. I'm just inking the edges a little bit with some Distress ink. I think that's Mermaid Lagoon. I'm going to staple this a couple times with my tiny attacher right to the picture. It just says live. I'm like really excited that I won this. I really love the colors. I love her paper, her mixed media white, just classic white paper. It is really awesome. If you guys haven't tried it and you're into any kind of mixed media, you got to try it. It's incredible. It just doesn't, yeah, it takes a lot to make it like warp and, you know, buckle and stuff. It's super duper thick, and I love that it's a true white. Okay, so I'm still playing with the ephemera. You guys know me. I am not the world's fastest scrapbooker. I don't even try to pretend that I am. Plus, this page took a tiny bit longer because I like to let, if possible, if I'm not too impatient, I like to let my mixed media dry naturally because it doesn't buckle as much. Like even with this paper, like if you put a lot of water and a lot of different products on there, like I kind of did, you know, it still kind of wants to buckle. And I guess like I've just noticed that if you don't heat, if you just let it dry naturally, it doesn't, it doesn't warp or bend or as much, if that makes sense. Sometimes I'm impatient and I will get out the heat gun, but this time I was patient. I went and like had something to eat and this and that. Actually, I think I started this and then let it sit overnight, and then I worked on it the next day and finished it. All right, so now I'm bringing in some washi. This is like my thin gold washi. I think this is going to be like my very first washi that I've ever used the entire roll of. It's definitely this one and my black and white one are like my absolute favorite. I use them like all the time. And I really I don't feel like I'm a washi person, if that makes sense. Like I love them, but I feel like so many of them I don't use. I get stuck on 2 or 3 that I love, and the others just sit there and look pretty. So anyway, it is almost gone, and I'm definitely going to have to find some thin gold washi. If you guys know of any where I could find it, you know, just let me know. I would love to hear that. Anyway, let's see. What am I doing now? I was still just gluing down, adding a few more embellishments in. I really wanted to make this kind of heavily clustered, real close, like layered and tucked in around my pictures. And yeah, I'm super excited of how it turned out. And yes, I'm still adding more. If anybody's new to my channel, welcome. And yeah, for everybody returning, I'm so happy to be back. It feels wonderful to make videos again. I'm thinking about, and I'm curious of what you guys would think if I should just do a regular video sharing all these layouts that I've made in the last 8 months that I couldn't really make videos. I definitely was busy making lots and lots of scrapbook pages. So if you're interested in just seeing a quick run through of those, I'd be happy to share that. But I'd really love to know if anybody's interested in that before I make the video. And yeah, but I'm excited. And I'm also going to link up my Instagram channel because I keep forgetting to link my Instagram just in case a few of you don't know what it is, because I don't go by Danielle Brown. I go by Maamcraftsalot. And yes, that was my son's. My son picked that out for me because all the Danielles and Danielle Brown or anything I could think of, they were all taken when I was trying to come up with my Instagram, name. So anyway, I will link that in case anybody would like to follow me that isn't already following me. And I would love if you would leave me your Instagram name or any other social medias in the comments below, because I really love to follow people who, I like to look at all kinds of, everyone's creativeness, and I like to follow people back. I'm very, very active on Instagram as well. Well, hopefully I'll be active again on YouTube. And I definitely watch a lot of videos. So if you don't think if you don't know if I'm watching your videos, please, if you have a channel, leave me that as well. I would love to know. All right, I've just went off on a tangent, but I really want to, yeah, just connect with you guys again and hopefully find out what your channels are, your Instagram, if there's any Facebook groups or anything that you can just, any kind of tidbits, I would love to hear. I like to, support those people and look at all different kinds of people's channels and people's creativeness. I'm just basically working on the title. You guys saw me put it on wax paper. That's one of my favorite things to do when I'm not positive. And then just move them all around and try to figure out where I might want the title. And now I decided I want to add a little bit more of, this is also part of the thicker set that comes in Vicky's. This is all Vicky Bouton, by the way. I think I said that, but pretty much almost everything I'm using is Vicky Bouton. I think it's called All the Good Things, but I'm not positive. So don't quote me on that, but it's all Vicky Bouton. Anyway, so I'm going to add this piece up here that looks like a sun, or I think it looks like a sun the way I did it. So I really love how that turned out, and I love how the title turned out. I just mixed it up so it'd have the black and the gold both. And then this is one of our watercolor stickers, and it just says "so much fun," and I colored that in with her yellow and orange crayons. I did that off camera, but anyway, I colored it in, and yes, it stays up really nice. The sticker still looks good. You could read it perfect. It doesn't peel at all. It's great. And then let's see, I decided to add some thread down here. I just felt like it needed like one more little tiny cluster at the bottom. So I went ahead and did that at the bottom. Just to make the page feel a little bit more complete. It was feeling a tiny bit bare down there, but I didn't want anything huge, just something little. And then these I love. They're like her take on enamel dots. I mean, there are a few that really are enamel dots, but she has a lot of like cute, just like epoxy stickers in different sizes. Some have like birds on them, or words, or like a heart, or actual little phrases. I mean, they're so cute. They're like the perfect touch. And she even has a few little like banners at the bottom. I didn't use those on this page, but they're so cute. Here is the close-ups. And I did add, off camera, I did add the where we were. I put Huntington Beach and the date, which was May 6th, 2018. And you should see that on the close-up pictures. So I did add that in because I realized I hadn't done that. All right, guys, you have a wonderful day. Give me a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next process video. Have a great one. Bye-bye.